Welcome to the circus. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Well, like it or not, for better or worse, I think it's time that I put Patton's pickup to bed. I don't know what else I can do with it. I am going to call it done, or at least done for the moment. And hopefully the imagination I put into it makes up for the lack of build quality in the kit. But I'm pretty happy with it. There are a few things I still want to tweak, but for right now, this is going to be it. I'm going to have to call it done because, well, I'm under a timeline for the under 1,000 group build, and this thing is due. So I'm going to have to just say we're ready to do the final reveal of Patton's pickup. There were a few challenges along the way, no doubt about it. And some of them were with the kit itself. There were a few parts that really are really tight fitting. And when you start doing some kind of changes with the build, it doesn't help matters much. A person mentioned, how about putting a de-ditching roller on it? So I went ahead and did that. I made the de-ditching roller out of a styrene tube. Was it this size or maybe a little bit smaller? And I thought, well, you know what, as long as I'm doing a de-ditching roller, make it chrome, you know. And that is more of a nod to the kits from the late 60s, early 70s that were chromed out all over the place. And I thought, yeah. And also I'm thinking of George S. Patton, and I remember him describing his tanker's uniform that he designed with a gold football helmet. So a little chrome on this wouldn't be a problem. As you know, and you saw that early on, the tracks on the back, because it is a half track, this is Patton's answer to Rommel's rod, basically. It's like kind of like what would Tom Daniel do. In theory, I think Tom Daniels would have probably grabbed a 1931 Cadillac and turned that into a half track, but I went with a 41 Chevy. The stars are out of a tank kit, an M4 Sherman tank kit from Tamiya. With the exception of up here, I had to order special stars for the little General Patton's little red and white bars there. Got one on the back here too, right there. The fuel tank is out of the MPC Godzilla Jeep. Same with the tools here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll take a picture of it, but inside the cab, there is a Thompson submachine gun by the back window on a rack. And we see the, well, let's see if I can get a little closer here. We see here the M1917 water-cooled Browning. That's a Browning 30 caliber machine gun. I went with that, and if you can tell, maybe you can't, it's got an ivory handle on the machine gun, and that is to match Patton's ivory handled pistols. And I thought, you know, why not go with a nickel plated the water jacket? So I thought, well, we'll chrome that, and then I figured just make the rest of it like all steel. So that's why it is the way it is. And that is also something that I thought of right to begin with. I wanted a nickel-plated, or basically a chromed 30 caliber machine gun, and I wanted something that would stand out. And the water jacket on the 30 caliber would be more noticeable than if I were to have used like just a a regular 50 caliber machine gun or a 30 caliber machine gun. And that was from the beginning. I wanted that because I wanted this ivory handled, chromed out machine gun sitting on top of it, just to be a little more flamboyant. And as you can tell, there is a doghouse in the back. I've got to get a new Willie. The Willie that's in here is just too big for it. But if you can see there, that was the plan all the way from the beginning too, is I wanted to put a doghouse in the back of the pickup truck for Willie. So his Patton's dog will be in the doghouse in the back of the half track. And then there's just other fittings on here that I added to it. So on the side here, you can see you've got the tripod for the machine gun, and then some 3 ammo cans for the machine gun there. Maybe I can, let's see if I can get this. I don't think you're ever going to be able to see the Thompson from this angle. There you go. You can kind of make out the Thompson machine gun right there. Got a Thompson machine gun in the back of the window. It's upside down. Maybe a little bit better over here. Unfortunately, I also got glue on the back window, so I might have to get a new window for the back there. And there's Willie, got his name on his doghouse. There's those tools. On the other side, you got the shovel, and they're set up for the parade, so you've got chromed out tools on there. And you can also barely see underneath there the chromed exhaust pipe. And I'm sure all the rivet counters out there will look at that number on the side of the half track and go up. That number is for a tank. That is not for a soft skin vehicle. I don't care. You also see a bridge class on the front, which is for 9 tons. I have no idea what the bridge class should have been. Let me zoom back out. Tried to get around the windows there with the Molotov pen. The interior is painted actually dark yellow. I was going to go with khaki, but it just didn't look quite right, so I went with just plain old dark yellow. Body is olive drab. The Tamiya T28 olive drab. The back bumper here is off of the Jeep. I wanted to get a towing pintle on there, so that's all done there. But yeah, there you have it. Stick around, I'll throw in some slides with this, but there's my Patton's pickup. Will it change a little bit? My bet is a little bit it will. I'm not 100% satisfied with the way the machine gun is mounted there, but it also kind of makes sense for the way they used to mount machine guns on a lot of the Jeeps and stuff that were used by commanding officers and stuff. It would often be mounted on the right fender, so you fold down the window and the Jeep would be right there by the right fender, and so you saw a lot of machine guns mounted right there, because you've got the hatch on the top and he's going to be standing up. You got the machine gun up there. If I would have had more time, and if I'd have been thinking a little bit ahead of time, what I might have done is pulled out the bench seat on the inside and replaced it with the seats from a Jeep, and then built a platform for Patton to stand on with the fold-up Jeep seat. But as it is, it's just got the bench seat. I have not built General George S. Patton yet, but once I do, I will put him in the top, and I hope to find a more to-scale Willie to put in the back there. Otherwise, I am pretty happy with it. And I've just got to put it to rest now because, well, I've still got to get entered into the scale build of Gentlemen that I've also signed up for. And I haven't even started on that one, and I've got like 2 weeks. So that's going to be a real quick rush job. Will I be revisiting this in the near future? My bet is yes. There's just a few things that I want to tweak on this, but for right now, I'm going to be calling it done. As for the 41 Chevy pickup, I would definitely recommend the kit if you can find it. It is a really well molded kit. The parts go together pretty well. Some of the parts are a little tricky to get in there. There's always some little fidgety parts on there, but they're worth it. For instance, things like the door handles are a little tricky to get in place. The gas cap filler was right here. That was a little tricky to get in place. Some of these parts of the frame and stuff, well, they were tricky for me, but that's probably because I cut up the frame and everything else, so I won't blame any of those issues on the kit itself. But all in all, yeah, it's a pretty cool kit, and I'm really happy with it. I might have to get the truck again just to build it as the truck because it is a really nice kit. But as it is, this is the Patton's pickup. Stick around. I'll throw in some slides in just a second, and we'll call it a day. I really do enjoy, or I really did enjoy this under 1,000 group build. I thank you very much for letting me be part of it, and well, I hope you enjoyed the final outcome, well, the semi-final outcome of Patton's pickup. I know I did.
Thank you for visiting Toby's Glue Bomber Circus. If you liked what you saw, please consider giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, leaving a comment, and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Really do appreciate it. Thanks again.